So one of the hardest things when we're starting to sew is being able to know why things are going wrong. Sometimes there isn't a reason, and even going through the troubleshooting, sometimes things just still don't go right and it's time to walk away and come back. But one of the most common problems is with either the threading or the bobbin. So I just thought I'd do a close-up of filling a bobbin. So this is for those that have got front-loading machines. So if it's a popping at the top, this one isn't for you. So we'll have a look at the makeup of the bobbin and the bobbin case and explain how it works. Okay, so this is bobbin has been sat on the sides for a while. This is from a machine that I don't use anymore. But whatever bobbin that you're using, one rule that stays the same, and that is that the thread is coming off clockwise. So make sure that your bobbin is going into the case or into the top of your machine with the thread coming off in the right direction. Quite often see them going in back to front and upside down. So that is the main thing to remember with this bobbin. So this is a bobbin case. So as you can see, this probably could do with a clean, but as I said, this is from a machine I don't use anymore. So we've got this little handle on the side. That, if we pull it out, will hold the bobbin inside. Got this arm that fits into a little groove on your machine. Here, this is a little tension plate, and we have a screw here where we can adjust the tension. So I shall put a link to a video that I've done previously about adjusting tension and when and how to do it. It's not something that we have to do all the time, but sometimes on a new machine, or if we've got one second hand, sometimes this can be a bit tight. So I'll put a link so you can watch it. So when we put our bobbin in here, we need to thread our thread under this tension plate. However, we don't want to go all the way around to this side. So if you hold your bobbin case, I've got the arm here to my left. I'm going to place my bobbin in, and you can see the little groove there that the thread has to go down is towards the top. So I'm going to hold the bobbin so it doesn't turn around as I pull the thread. Just going to ease the thread around till it gets to that groove. Now you can see there's a gap here, so I'm going to slide it until the thread gets to the middle, and you will feel a little click as it goes through, and that's where it needs to go. So that is the tension, and there you go. Can you see? If I put it in my other hand, I'm not blocking it, it is holding it in place. If it's too loose, it will fall off. However, see, if I give it a little shake, it is going down. That is the correct tension. So now I can turn it round, pull out the lever and put that into the machine. Well, I do hope you find that useful. The problems with a lot of nesting and that come from incorrect insertion of the bobbin or from threading. So keep that for reference so that you know exactly where the thread is going and the direction it's coming off the bobbin. So before I go, one thing I just wanted to point out is when we're threading our bobbin, we'll see that we pull our thread through the inside to the outside. Once the thread is covered on the bobbin, make sure you cut this thread down to the top, flush to the top of your bobbin, because what can happen is if you have a long thread and it gets caught in, you're going to have two rounds of thread coming off, and that can sometimes interfere. So I'll put the link to where I've done fill in your bobbin, so to highlight that. But just remember, we don't want any extra threads coming off our bobbin to get knotted into the machine. So I do hope you found that useful. I find that wrong threading, wrong insertion of the bobbin is probably about 90% of the issues with the machines that get brought to me. So just by simple things to remember, you can help save yourself a lot of frustration. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'm quite happy to jump on and answer those questions for you. I look forward to speaking to you very soon, but for now, do take care. Bye for now.